focus of my work is biotechnologies, to understand how they transform our concepts of human and animal life, and to devise ethical frameworks for the science and its applications. A paradox about biotechnologies is that on the one hand, the science is global and standardized, but on the other hand, these technologies are highly specific to local laws, values, and cultural context. So my project is to compare an emerging biotechnology in two different social and scientific contexts, in France and in the United States, where I did my past research. I will focus on a stem cell field that uses stem cells to develop eggs and sperm in vitro. This research that's done in a few laboratories around the world could increase our knowledge of reproduction, improve diagnosis of infertility, and it also leads us to imagine new ways of reproducing with eggs and sperm produced in vitro instead of in the body. It raises many ethical questions though. For instance, should there be limits on this research that could produce embryos in vitro? Or under which conditions should this technology be used for human reproduction if it ever becomes possible? The goal of my project is to develop an ethical reflection that can help societies have an informed debate about such questions. As a philosopher, I use both conceptual analysis and empirical methods. For this project, I will interview a selection of stem cell scientists, scholars of reproductive biomedicine, and community organizers to identify ethical challenges that are anticipated for this technology in France. I will compare this data with my observations in the US. At Paris IAS, I am very excited to gain access to two intellectual communities at once. First, stem cell scientists and scholars in France and Europe. I'll be co-organizing a workshop on these questions in a few months. Second, my fellows offer me an interdisciplinary community. We cannot think critically about biotechnologies without talking about laws, history, or social inequalities. Conversely, the challenges these technologies raise for society, such as conceptualizing new life forms or involving communities in ethics and governance, these questions are transversal to many domains, and we can learn together.